And we found out yesterday that where we were going to move to, just temporarily, where we've got quite a lot of our stuff stored, the guys had to put it up for sale. Don't begrudge him that at all, especially under the current circumstances, because he's going to find it incredibly difficult to manage a property of that size in the future. So I think a lot of people, myself included, are telling him to sell up as soon as he can, downsize, solar up the house that he's buying and pocket the rest of the money. Even if he has to take slightly less for the property now, he would be able to make that up by making sure his next home was 100% energy sufficient. And here, with the amount of sun we get, that's a relatively simple process if you put the investment in the beginning. So I'm going to bring the caravan or trailer, whatever you want to call it, back to this plot of land, and I'm going to set up here again, and I'm going to take a bloody stand. And it's not just me here. There's only, well, I think last time I made a video about this, there was about 10 to 15 people here. I think we're down to about 5 or 6 now, and the place is glorious. I've got to say, nature's claiming it back piece by piece. Every minute it's getting like a jungle. The trees are overhanging. We've got insects we haven't seen for a couple of years. The bird, well, you can hear the birds in the background now. They never stop, even at night. So it doesn't make up for the fact that hundreds of people, children and old people, technically lost their home and their leisure space as well, and their summer meeting place and their swimming pool and all the things that this place afforded people during the summer. During the winter it was always very quiet. Just the permanent residents, everybody else sort of goes and then comes back at the end of May. Well, now would be the time that the swimming pool would be being filled up. The restaurant would be putting out the tables. There'd be coach parties turning up on the way for the mountain walks. There'd be organised, well, they just did events here, and it was a thriving community right up until I'd say September last year. So it's yeah, that's what's going to happen. I'm going to pull all my stuff back bit by bit and take a stand. I might even start inviting expats and people who are in motorhomes and caravans, English people especially, although I'm not, it doesn't matter who you are, as long as you're not a nasty bastard, in which case you'll be ejected from here within seconds. But we have a lot of space. We have free electricity. The water situation's difficult but not unmanageable, and we are gated and we have the keys. So there's a thought process here to put out a request later for people that are struggling, or people that are trapped in Spain in their motorhomes, which we know there are thousands actually finding it very difficult financially to keep afloat because they can't leave, can't even cross the county line. So this is a real consideration I'm having, to invite hundreds of people here and set up an independent place. No, not a commune, nothing like that, just a place where people who are struggling financially, who, like us, wanted to live a freer life, and who now might be finding themselves isolated and stuck in a motorhome, God knows where, might find a place like this very welcoming, especially with the shade. Well, I'm going to think on that today. Cheers, everyone.